Alright, so this is we'll switch it back over here whenever we're ready. And write this up real quick. Okay. Alright. We got SHYN4LONE here, my first. Hold on, let me close this. Got my first what is this? Like artist, creative, on stream, super dope. Want to make this a new series. So yeah, you want to tell? This is your first stream on like any stream, or you do stream any content before this? Any videos?
I'm on like IG Live and shit.
IG Live, that's dope. That's dope. I've been seeing sometimes you be making like reels and shit on Instagram, like you do it in the gym, you like other than like music, like.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. How long have you been doing music now for?
About like 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. Damn, that's dope. That's dope. Like, so I want to bring up your Instagram so we can check out. Because I know you post your content on there. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I actually just like the video. Yeah, I bet. And then is it on hold on, you can chat. We're gonna get it here real quick. Is it on YouTube or is it on only on
It's on Insta.
It's on Insta. Gotta log another one. It's alright, we'll link you up on this one. This is my streaming account. Here, I'll let you type it in. I know you have it different. Alright, chat. Alright, so we got his profile here. Shout out SHYN4LONE, checking us out, coming on the stream for the first time. Alright, so it's dope. And who'd you shoot this one, Thomas?
Yeah, you do all my.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I fuck with his vids a whole lot. I remember, I ran into you guys whenever y'all were shooting one.
Oh,
that was downtown. Yeah, that was super dope. Yeah, I really enjoy like the whole creative process of doing like these types of videos. Is this the first one or? Oh, bet.
Hop up in that coupe, I wanna go a little faster. I ain't had no daddy, I ain't never been a bastard. Rabbit ass niggas better go ass Alex. Promise when I make it, I'm
dude, I spoke with Frank. Yeah, hell yeah, dude, this shit's live.
Baby, you ain't even gotta ask her. I can't go outside, cause that shit would be so tragic. The way I ran it up, nigga think I'm doing magic. I hope she won't fly me, but I wouldn't put it past her. Look up in my eyes, see them hoes filled with madness. Smoking on this Buddha, I've been trying to find some balance. I just hit my bro, he just say he ready to rally. I ain't keep a scope, but my bro, he got that talent. Show me why you tripping, I did problem for my kid, but I put the pills down. No, tripping out the Benzos.
Yeah. I know he was doing, he started getting into that's live. The PlayStation button, that's live. That's supposed to be like a cheat code, like cheat codes and shit. That's dope.
Hop up in that coupe, I wanna go a little faster. I ain't had no daddy, I ain't never been a bastard. Rabbit ass niggas better go ass Alex.
I'm actually gonna get Frank.
You know that's my baby, you ain't even gotta ask her. I can't go outside, cause that shit would be so tragic. The way I ran it up, nigga think I'm doing magic. I hope she won't fly me, but I wouldn't put it past her. Look up in my eyes, see them hoes filled with malice. Smoking on this Buddha, I've been trying to find some balance. I just hit my bro, he just say he ready to rally. I ain't keep a scope.
Who is your inspiration for making music? Like
Probably like honestly like my older cousin.
Your older cousin? Was he like did he like do like the whole mixtape stuff, or like what years were those in?
Like it was like really like 2016.
2016? Oh, that's whenever like all the SoundCloud rappers and stuff were popping off, right?
He was doing shows like in the Valley, and he was like doing like big ass shows, and I was like,
damn.
16 hanging out with like 24, 25-year-olds just in his house.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that gives you like all the, you like see like the other side of like just rather than just like living the regular life, right? And
Nah, hell yeah. That's why like this shit get grimy for real.
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's cool. That's why I honestly like going through that. Like that's why honestly like I just kind of like recorded my crib now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And so as far as like your projects and stuff, like what you got any more like projects coming up? You just dropped this one and Born to Die?
Yeah.
And like after this one, like what's your like schedule like as far as shows? Like you got projects, like more music coming out?
Next month I got a show in Colorado.
Dope. In Colorado?
Yeah, it's not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But like it's like probably like 85.
Yeah, no, bro. Honestly, if you can get out there, that's dope. My homies, Identity Crisis. I mean, they're a rock band, badass rock band. I fucking love them. Their fucking music's dope. I'm looking to get them on here too. I'm actually going over there this weekend for Reese's birthday. Their lead singer. Go hang out with them. I'll see if I can go stream with them, like an IRL stream. But yeah, I'm looking to do the same type of setup with them here. Whenever I can get them all together, or I'll do them one at a time. But dude, like seeing them blow up, like seeing them like go from show to show, and especially after like hearing that, like that sounds hard. Like that sounds like that, like people would hear that and then start fucking with you after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially like just randoms or whatever. But that's dope. And so your show's in Colorado, and then what about like new music? Like you got like a schedule of like when you want to drop music, how frequently?
This year I'm gonna try to like at least like 3 songs a month, maybe like 4.
Yeah, 3 songs, 4 songs. That's dope. You got a particular like schedule or no? Like
no,
like,
not 100%.
Just like whenever you can get them done, whenever they're like ready.
I'm gonna try to like song and video, not just song.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. And like, as far as like your favorite artists go, like who would you say like your favorite artists are?
Probably right now, I'll probably say like maybe like Bees. Lucky. Well, nah, not Lucky. Old Lucky. Like if you know about Old Lucky.
Yeah.
But I listen to myself a lot.
Yeah. I feel the same way like towards making like content and stuff. Like I as far as like making like TikToks and stuff, I just started like doing the whole TikTok stuff. But whenever I'm on there, I'm not even like looking. I'm not even watching the TikToks for like entertainment anymore. Like I'm watching them for like inspiration almost. Like, oh, what can I do?
Yeah, it's like you're doing homework.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're studying to do like more content, and like every time I make a video, it's like I get dopamine from watching myself doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if you have like that same thing. You know what I mean?
mean?
Like whenever you drop like a video, like especially like this, and it comes out like exactly how you pictured it or like how you want it to look, and you're like, damn, that's really neat. You know what I mean? That's and you can see it's almost like you get more tunnel vision doing it.
No, it's like, it's because as soon as I dropped that, I was like, shit, I gotta make some more shit.
Yeah, amen. No, amen, for real. And like this, like what we're doing here, I got inspiration from this, from doing like, I saw Aiden Ross interviewing like Terrence Crawford in his like bedroom. So it's not even like a professional setup. So I'm like, dude, this, I feel like this backdrop in general, like this is good enough. Like people are gonna fuck with it. Yeah. And so people are going to come in here, or they're going to watch it, and they're going to be like, oh, like, that's a vibe, or whatever. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to start getting deep artists. And I wanted to do this originally. I know I kind of reached out beforehand wanting to do, like, videos, like doing a day in the life type stuff before I started streaming. And technically I was like, you know what, I'm going to, instead of doing that, or even then, I can still always go back and do, like, IRL streams, because I think streaming's, like, as much as people say like it's super saturated, I feel like it's still got like a long way to go. Like you see every day like people that are like rappers or artists or different creators starting to stream. It's not like it's not, they're going into the streaming, not being like, oh, I can't stream because it's like it's overly saturated. Every day you see like T-Pain or Wiz Khalifa going in and starting to stream, you know what I mean?
Blueface.
Yeah, exactly. Blueface. Ryan Garcia, he's a boxer, you know what I mean? These guys are starting the streaming, and so you see like the trend of like okay, well, if it's overly saturated, then why would these guys start doing it? You know what I mean? Why would they just stay in their niche and get better than what their niche is? And so that's why I'm like, okay, well, my whole big thing was because I was making YouTube videos for a while, was the editing process. Like, I wanted to edit my whole shit all the time. You know what I mean? And that was super, like, if you ever try to do editing or, you know, I'm sure it's the same thing with music. Like, you're there and it's tedious, you know what I mean? I'm sure even for Thomas, you know what I mean? Like, trying to edit your videos, you gotta get your shit going, you know what I mean? You gotta butt pack in, like, 2 coffees and, you know, work at your desk for, like, 6 hours, and then, like, literally a minute for my video would take me, like, an hour to complete. So it was just super tedious, but streaming is, like, I don't even have to edit this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's already set up.
Exactly. All I have to do is upload the stream, and people are gonna watch it. You know, and I feel like this, like, especially the IRL stream, like, people are starting to fuck with that even more. Like, you got Aiden Ross, you got Marlon, you got Lacey, you got the whole phase. Like, all of them are going from, like, desktop, and I mean, they're doing a bunch of different stuff, but, you know, it's mainly, like, IRL. You know, you got Speed, Kais and Nat, they're all technically in a niche of, like, desktop to IRL streamers, and that's where I kind of got the idea from, like, going to this too.
No, hell yeah.
And but yeah, dude, that's super dope. And like as far as like your favorite like artists go, you got like a music video that you go and like you watch and like you get like the most inspiration from?
Really? Either like AMD Visuals or he does his videos.
Johnny, let's pull them up real quick so we can so you can talk about it. Here, you want to search them up?
Yeah, I got you. He just got like a certain way he does his videos.
Yeah.
Good one. This one pretty good.
This season, you've got places to go, people to see, and things to do. You may have already gotten vaccinated.
All videos. And you know who Cole Benny is?
No, I'm not too familiar with them.
Or you know what Lyrical Lemonade is?
No, I'm not too big into the rap scene right
My
now.
dog get fucked up, hit church and codeine for a kidney. Two fingers like them, know they with me. I was in Melbourne, fucking on Sydney. If you smoke, it's gonna look like a chimney. In the AP store, and they looking at me like the girls who both won Wembley. Need a rich bitch with no enemies. Nigga play with my name, then it's injuries. Ever since I popped out of the inquiries, I'm a plus, they gon' buy it, they feeling me. She pull us sucking everything out of me. I know niggas not close, still doubting me. All the nephews and nieces gon' shout at me. Anytime, every time, all of your uncles and aunties is proud of me. Us, you the only one who hated us, honestly, why to me? I watched some snake boots, came from Calgary. Niggas ain't shit, we learned that from the algorithm. Came in all black like an English pilgrim. Bet I'ma feed the children. Bet we gon' bust up $1 billion.
And he talking my block, I'ma bleed it. Niggas bitches a don't till I breathe it. Keep it stacked, man, I'm really conceited. Sure about your 2 cents, you can keep it. When this shit a marathon, keep breathing. Already made miles if I need it. She don't think you a trick to train, nigga always rap. Better watch where you step, get treated like Megan Thee Stallion. P42 while the Cindy, finalist hope, I think she's straight. Disrespecting my name on the gang that I banged in. It's gon' get valid. Outside your house, with bells, that's right, no nights, you gon' get silent.
Bitches jumbo, FN10 like Honcho. You fucked up your face, now you the breakout star like Honcho.
And what's
Bitch
that?
on judge, you know I get right with
like with the editor and you know the music artist. Like what is like? Do y'all go hand on hand? Like I know you just said like you send them ideas. What's that process like? How does that start?
It's like sometimes it depends on like the video. Like sometimes if I have more idea, like sometimes most of the times, like I'll say about 8 out of 10 times I don't really have a concept for the video. I just want to kind of get. I just want to get the song out there, and I've noticed people are more pulled in when you got visuals.
Yeah.
Versus just dropping the song.
Yeah, for sure.
And like that's one thing that like I always try to do is like make sure my visuals are real good.
Yeah. So your main thing would be like visuals for the music video for like to go with the song, you want like super fast pace, or you like more like a slow, like to go with the vibe of your song? Like what would you say like your tone would be for your music?
I would say it's just kind of like, for the most part, like whenever I think about it, like I don't really like, a lot of people like, they'll be like, like people have asked me that before, like when you're making music, like do you think like, oh, I'm gonna make a song about this? It's really like I hear the beat, and if I like the beat, I'll rap on it, and then I'll be like, it's like a process. I'll just listen to the beat for a little bit, and then whatever words kind of come to my head. Yeah. Like I'll start like that. It's called like punching in. Like you say a bar, and then you record that one bar. Versus there's some people that like, or you could write it down. Yeah. And then you could just record it out in one take. Yeah. But like I used to do that, but it's like that's honestly the most efficient way to make music, because you can really think about what you're doing. Writing it down. That's dope. Yeah, like, I would assume so. I mean, I don't really know much about making music, but you know, I would assume that like making music or like trying to figure out, like you have an idea in your head, you're like, oh dude, like something like this, you know, like this topic or whatever. Like I have this you know, this would probably be going hard with like a club type music or like a fast beat or you know, sudden, you know. But yeah, so in particular, would you like see yourself being able to like make music to be playing in the club, or like who would you say your audience would go to? I got a couple songs I could play in the club. Yeah. Like, it's really like, it'd be like I'm trying to have like something for everybody. So like at my shows, you gonna see everybody. Like it's 100%. That's it. Like I'm just trying to really bring people together. Yeah. Like my whole goal when I started making music was to like let people know that like you ain't the only one that's feeling like this. Yeah. Like, it's cool, because that's what music did for me. Like I used to cope with music. Like I used to just really just sit in my room and listen to music all day. Yeah. Like I still do that. Like, no, for sure. I feel the same way with like this content creating shit, dude. Like I was just telling you, like I don't just swipe and shit. Like I'm literally, I go to work and then I get home and I'm like, whatever I'm watching, it goes towards this. Yeah. You know what I mean? It goes towards, you know, because I feel like if you don't have like a higher purpose, you know what I mean? You're just like a bot to the system almost. You know what I mean? Like because who are you really without like a higher calling? You know what I mean? Because your job, don't get me wrong, unless you really love your job and you put your like life towards that, but if you're just like working at a T-Mobile or like you know McDonald's, no disrespect to those workers, we need you guys. You know what I mean? Like you guys drive. These are the main. I think people in those workforces don't get enough respect to be able to like, especially in this economy, dude. It's like people are just trying to survive. You know what I mean? So. I mean, unless you have like a career and it's hard enough. Like I know, you know, you gotta work like these smaller jobs just in order to feed this bigger dream. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like working at those jobs. If you don't have like a higher calling and you're just there until you retire, you know what I mean? What did you really pursue in life other than serve a higher corporation that's you know just gonna replace you at the end of the day? So it's exactly how I feel. And then, so you feel. That you just make music, and you get the inspiration, and you get home, and like what's your daily go to your routine? Like usually lately I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of bullshitting. Yeah. I used to like wanna like just wake up, make music, and like I kind of do that. Like I at least like I'll at least mess with it like every day. It's just lately I ain't been finding the beats and I'll just wake up, go to the gym, chill for a little bit if I ain't gotta work, just probably play the game. Hey, dude, I don't blame you. I've been playing the game. Thank God I can make money off streaming that shit too, dude. Because sometimes it'd be hard for me to even want to do stuff other than play the game. But dude, I feel like working out, like especially just having that shit a part of your daily routine, it helps me, especially because. For me, I was like competing for a while in like MMA, like always, you know, keeping active and shit. And dude, I had gone from like my peak shape, like best shape that I've ever been, feeling great, to like a year later being in the absolute worst shape that I've ever been in, not competing, not working out, eating junk food, and it was like almost like I've never worked out in my life.
to where it felt like working out was the hardest thing ever. And like it took a toll on my mentality to where it's like it's almost like it made everything harder. You know what I mean? Without working out, you know what I mean? It's almost like your body needs that activity. Because I guess like your blood circulation, you know what I mean? When you push yourself, your heart rate goes up. You know what I mean? It causes better blood flow to your brain. You know, there's just so much shit going on there that you don't even realize. You think it's just like to get in shape, but it's like no, you actually feel better when you're doing it. And dude, especially you, I noticed that. Like you, not that you were out of shape, but you got into better shape whenever. That was like a huge thing. I saw your posts and stuff. Whenever you were starting to go to the gym, I'm like, damn, this dude looks like Wiz Khalifa whenever he started MMA, dude. Like, you saw that shit, how he like transformed and shit, dude. I was like, dude, that was dope. That was so like, congrats on you. But yeah, that was my take on like working out and shit. That shit usually plays a big part. Do you feel like it's the same thing?
No, yeah. I feel like it's good to start your day with something hard, and then whenever you face hardships throughout your day, like you already like shit pushing heavy ass with you, like by choice.
Amen. Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, especially after me competing or training MMA, dude, like that shit was like fucking grit. You know what I mean? So like everything else that came out of the day was just like, dude, like. You know, you're just like flying through the day at that point. But yeah, dude, I felt like that and you know, eating a healthy diet, I felt like that was a big toll too. Like, I felt like whenever like I cut out like fast food for the majority of the time, you know, it's almost like the fast food stuff, like it gives you like more dopamine. You know, and so whenever you eat regular stuff that's healthy for you, it's not as satisfying, so that's why people don't like it. But your dopamine for eating wasn't even supposed to be that high in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So trying to go back to a healthier diet is like, it just seems so much harder. And but ever since I cut that out and stuff, like I feel way better. Your dopamine almost resets.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm working on.
Yeah, and so you go, you make music. On your daily routine, and like what do you think you can do better at right now?
Yeah, honestly, probably like, because sometimes I'll start making a song and it'll just stop.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Where do you get your beats from?
YouTube, sometimes homies.
Yeah. You got any anyone in particular, or you trying to gatekeep that? Like,
my homie Aaron.
Yeah.
But that nigga, I don't know. He cool. Can I say that?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think I can say it, but you can say it for sure. You can say it for sure. You're chilling. But yeah, that's dope. So whenever you hear a beat, like, is there anything that you just like feel it out, or is there anything like in particular like thing that you look for in a beat?
I'll look for it. Like, I don't know. I always get like. You ever What kind of games do you play?
What kind of games do I play? I play like right now. I've been playing like the typical like more Rivals.
Okay, you know Rivals.
Yeah.
When you like, or let's just say like you're grinding. I don't know if you're grinding the fucking little name, like the little icons.
Yeah.
You got anybody Lord?
Oh, I got Wanda.
Like, you know how you felt when you got that first Lord icon?
Yeah.
Like you've been playing it for so long, and it's just like.
Yeah, like, that shit looks cool.
Yeah.
or not just that, whenever you level up and then the thing on the side
changes color,
it looks cooler rather than the regular one.
So it's like shit like that. Like, I kind of forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, it was like the beat and then...
it gives you a feeling like that. Like, it's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I fucked with that one a little bit harder.
Or like, if you hear it, or one thing I know, if I hear it, and like, within the first 10 seconds, like, I'm like,
okay, I can probably hit to this one. This is how I would want to portray myself, type shit.
Yeah, like it's like if I could like, I start visualizing the song. It's weird. Like I visualize how the music video is gonna look like.
That's dope. Now I feel like the same way whenever I was first making videos, like especially like having to be like the editor and shit. Like you kind of have to put yourself into perspective because you know how you were saying like as making like the music and shit, you don't really know how you want the video to come out. But like as like the person that's making the video, you kind of have to have like a picture. Like whenever you're like hearing a song or whatever. It honestly it started with the song for me. Like I knew I had to get ideas from like other content creators, and I would kind of spin it in my own thing. and then I wanted to be like more. My inspiration for making content was like Steve will do it, Danny Duncan. I mean, as far as like their editing goes, you know what I mean? Their editing was high pace. It was even Logan Paul. I know he gets a lot of hate, but his editing was honestly top tier. I was a fan of his editor in particular because his editor made his videos super interesting. Not that I was interested in Logan Paul himself, but like the edits just made it so much more like immersive. You know what I mean? You're like. You get like, or even David Dobrik, you know what I mean? They're all creatives that are like, it's not necessarily the content. Don't get me wrong, the content that they do is interesting, but without the edits, it's not nearly as interesting. You know what I mean? So, so while making like the videos and stuff, I had to kind of think of like, okay, I want to do this, but I also wanted to have this type of feel to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would have to like kind of go from like, okay, I need to listen to like a song that'll not only fit this, like what I'm doing, but it also match that vibe that I'm going for. And so whenever you would watch like my old videos, like I'd have like I didn't care about really making money off the videos. I cared about the views and then selling my merch. So the views, the people, I felt like what really intrigued people was like the music that you would hear. You know what I mean? So like the very popular music at the time. You know, you throw that in there and people would enjoy it because, like, at the time, I think it was, what's his name, Jack Harlow? Yeah. Jack Harlow was super big at that time. So, like, I threw in a Jack Harlow song, and, you know, it made it that much more better, not only because it was a new song, but also it fit the vibe. And so you get a little bit of both worlds, you know what I mean? And so that's how I felt like whenever I was trying to make my videos, too. And I can only imagine that's how you feel whenever you're trying to make your beats. You know, you have, like, you kind of have an idea of how you want your song to go, how you want the vibe to click, and so whenever you feel that vibe, it's like, oh yeah, let's rock with this one. You know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, can you freestyle at all or no? Can't freestyle. If you can, I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. I'm just wondering. It'd be dope to get you on there, but that's why I'm asking. I'm not trying to put you on the spot like that.
Probably
No pressure. I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to get a feel of what you can do and what you can do. Are you like a fan of anyone that can freestyle, or you get inspiration from anyone that freestyles, or that's just not your thing? You're more like a poet type, like.
Yeah, I'm more like I don't know, when people's music, like you hear it and it's like you can almost see it. Like, it's like a story.
Yeah, like Kendrick. Like
that.
Kendrick.
Like Kendrick. Another real good one is like he's more up and coming, but Nino Page.
I don't.
Nino Page is hella good.
Yeah. And you grab inspiration from them, like during the whole Drake and Kendrick stuff. Were you really big on that or no?
Not really, honestly, cause like it's weird. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I don't know that shit. I just feel like it's just kind of like.
Some entertainment type shit.
Yeah, really. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care about it either, but I thought since you're interested in Kendrick, you might be interested in it. I know a lot of people that weren't, like, people that didn't care about Drake or whatever, you know, just some people from the suburbs that aren't even, like, you know, like, they're like, oh yeah, Team Drake or Team Kendrick. It's like, dude, these people talk about, like, shooting people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like, I fuck with Drake.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I'm rocking both. Yeah, dude. Now you're gonna say that they're both bad. Like people that were hating on Drake or Kendrick, it's like, dude, like just to pick either side, it's like, bro, like you can't lie. Like if you say that their songs aren't bangers, like you're literally capping. Like you're capping. You can't tell me like 9 or you know Start from the Bottom or you know all these big songs. You're gonna tell me that those aren't bangers. Like you're capping. You're capping.
Hell yeah.
And but yeah, dude. And so you're going to Colorado. You got your stuff going on, and you got any favorite TV shows? Any movies you're looking forward to, or you watch your favorite movies? What's like the content that you absorb right now?
Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, what do you think? I honestly want to hear it. I want to hear it. Like, you watch anime at all? Like,
no, bro. I be watching TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. You got that brain rot. What's your favorite brain rot right now? Like, you watch like I know people watch like Aiden Ross, or you like the Minecraft ones where like they're speed running.
Bro, the Reddit stories. Those shit be like, you wake up, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, you're just laying in your bed like. But like those shits fuck me up because it never be the full story. Then you gotta like wake up.
Dude, those are the worst. I hate when they post like half the video, bro.
That should be so good too.
Dude, even like I feel like barbers are picking that shit up too. Like they're like, like they won't even finish the cut. They're like, transforming this guy, and they'll like stop the video mid cut, and then you're like, motherfucker, just for that, I'm not going on your profile. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to go to their profile and see if you can find like the second one or like the part 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like the new thing of what people are doing is like, well, if we're not gonna get them to finish watching our first video, we're gonna hook them with the first one, and we're gonna get them to our profile so they can like keep scrolling on our channel.
That should be working with me. I'll be deep in the Reddit. So be like.
Yeah, I noticed that TikTok and like Reels and stuff are starting like. I mean, obviously they've been a big thing. Like, are you like big on that space too, or is it just like mainly on the you're just mainly on the content side of just dropping your music video, like how you did just there, like? Because I know even for me as a streamer or any people as a business, it's like important for you to drop like content on all like platforms. Is that something that intrigues you?
Yeah, I do TikTok. I just do TikTok and
yeah. You do like the videos where you like promote your music, or like what kind of content?
Yeah, I do that, or like sometimes I'll just do like a randomized TikTok, just be sitting on my page, just shit to get like
more views,
to keep yourself on the algorithm.
Relevant.
If once people see you on the For You page enough, like they're like, oh shit, I've seen this thing a couple times.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, especially with music, I done dead ass seen niggas like blow up, like been like. It's almost to a point where I can come across someone's video and I'll have like 2-3 likes on it.
Yeah.
And I'll like it and I'll follow it. 2 months later, they blew up.
Yeah, for sure. No, 100%. That's what I'm trying to do now too. It's like all this stuff that we're talking about or whatever, what we're doing now, like it's all gonna get clipped because, dude. I mean, for the most part, if you're trying to be like a streamer or any type of content creator, even an artist, trying to get your name out there, it's like almost. Doing like this TikTok stuff is almost like the new standing on the street and getting out your mixtape. You know what I mean? Like, because people aren't walking around as much, or you're not making like CDs anymore. Like, this is a new way to get your name out there. So if you're not staying, like you said, staying relevant, staying on the For You page, or staying on the Discovery, whatever, like people are never gonna see you. You know what I mean? So now, like you look at even all the other big creators. Like people that have actually big names and stuff. You see how much they like post, not just on TikTok. Or on Instagram or on YouTube, across all platforms, they're dropping like multiple videos a day. You know what I mean? So it's like, in order for you to even get your name in the hat, you have to at least like put yourself on that type of RPM. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been really trying to do. So lately, I've been like streaming like games. I've been streaming. This is a new thing that I'm doing too. So like I'm trying to go across everything now. Like this is streaming. We're gonna post it on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, and this is like the new thing that people are doing is like just dropping unlimited content, and that's why it's kind of so hard to even like for anybody to make it other than the people that are already at the top, because people are already familiar with those names. But in order to break into that realm, you have to kind of force yourself in there. You know what I mean? And the only way you can do that is like to like just keep dropping a bunch of content. It's good to post every day, you know what I mean? But, even just posting once a day, it probably isn't good enough anymore, you know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
Like, right now, I'm on the trend of posting at least 10 times a day on TikTok, you know what I mean? So, like, and those views, so now even on my TikTok, I started, like, getting just a bunch of notifications. Like, it's almost like I cracked it, almost, you know what I mean? I just started, but, every time I come into my, look, these are all notifications just from today, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So this is literally all today. This is in the past 6 hours. 7 hours, you know what I mean? So it's like, once you post all that content, people are like just feeding off you, you know what I mean? So you get more relevant. Like you said, you become more relevant. The more people see you, the more familiar they're going to be with your face. So that's what I try doing is like endless content as much as you can, and that's like the only way you can really get out of it, especially if you're trying to do this. I noticed that if you're going to try and do something, I know people say like, well, if you're going to do something, go 100%, but it goes deeper than that. You know what I mean? It's not just like doing it. It's like diving in. You like that? You know what I mean? You're literally sacrificing something. Like I got off of work. I only have enough time to work out for an hour, and then come home. I probably had like 30, 40 minutes so I can like set up the stream and shit, because I knew you were going to come by. I knew I had to stream at 7 p.m. And, but after this, you know, I have to start making clips. I have to go look, and like I said, you know, you got to start doing those ideas. You got to start brainstorming, because, you know, if you're not going to do it, you know, somebody else is. And they're gonna grab those eyes that were supposed to be on you, and so that's where this comes in. And that's where, you know, that whole, you know, diving into it comes in as well. You know, you really gotta go full force, or else, you know, you're just gonna try and do it, or you're gonna be doing it thinking like, oh, I'm doing it, without really understanding like the full context of it. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm doing it, but why isn't it working? You know what I mean? And then you kind of get discouraged from it all. And because you're not doing it properly, you know, the proper way to do it is going full blast. It might seem to you, because you're not you in particular, but the people that are getting new to it, you know, or like don't understand that concept. They're in their mind, they're like, I'm going full blast, but like think about full blast to like content creators. Full blast is like clips on clips on clips, paying clippers. You know, people that clip their stuff to post for them every day, multiple pages, not just their page, you know what I mean? So you have to go up against them, you know, and then that's your competition. And once you can even get in that type of, like, that, you can get your name in that hat, then you have a chance. But until then, you're running on luck almost, you know what I mean? You're running on your luck in the hat. I'm not running on luck. I'm going on pure performance. It's like I'm on a treadmill with like one of those oxygen masks on, and I'm like just running full blast, like see how fast you can go. It's like stamina, you know what I mean? See how much you can process, or produce. See how much you can produce with your energy. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's gonna take. You need the full blast in there. But yeah, I know I went on a rant there, but
you good.
That's my take on this whole social media shit. That was like my whole thing on like just trying to even make it in this, you know what I mean? Because I know that like even trying to compare, like on the streaming realm, you got, you know, people that, it's like the majority of people that watch streams are watching like the top 1%, or like top, you know, 2, 3, 5% of streamers. All the rest, like the 90%, 95% of other streamers are getting like the piss in the bucket, you know what I mean? So if you want to even compete with that, you have to like turn your RPMs up, you know what I mean? You got to turn on the NOS. So that's what, especially, you know, with this, you know, you kind of do more and more research, you're exposed to more, and you're kind of like left with the idea of like, okay, well, if you're going to do this, you know what I mean, this is what it's going to take. You know? If not, you're just bullshitting. You know, basically, that's how I look at it. That's how I'm going about this. Like, if you're not doing this, if you're not even trying to get close to them, then you're just bullshitting. You're wasting your time. Don't even try. You know what I mean? But if you do want to do this, this is what it's going to require. And but yeah, that's the type of shit I've been on. Like just straight grinding at this point. I wake up, I see how my shit's performing. I try and get ideas, like you said, and you know, I try and find new ways that I can, you know, look for the new meta. Per se. But yeah, is there what about like on your side? You got anything you want to let your fans or like any new people like in on what you're doing, or?
Shit. Honestly, right now I'm like, I'm on some. I gotta build up me first.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still all in on the music shit, but like that ties in. But like, I'm working on like making sure I'm good right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I had to do that for a while too. I knew I was like struggling with debt and shit. So I had to like literally take on like 2 jobs just so I can pay it down. So everything else in my life is literally fucking out the window. But like, and I guess whenever I was doing like YouTube videos, I was almost struggling with like some depression, because it was like I wanted to do like the content shit, but I didn't have like hard was like, okay, if this doesn't work out, then what the fuck am I gonna do? And so that shit was really like fucking with my mind, and it was not only was like that overwhelming worry of me not making it and not having anything stopped me in my tracks from even trying to pursue it. But I knew that I had like character to do it. You know what I mean? Like I had like I could do it. I put my mind to it. But the overwhelming fear, it was the fear that was stopping me from doing it. So I was stopped in my tracks of even trying to do it. And so now I'm in school, and so basically I'm on like a time limit. I finished in like a year and a half, and so now the fear of that is gone now, because now I have nothing. Like I have nothing to lose. It's either this works out or this works out. You know what I mean? So that fear has gone away. So now I'm like, now I can really dive in without having to worry, but it also puts on another layer of like work you have to do, because now I'm going full time, and so I have to go full time, and then I have to work to pay my bills. Yeah. And then I have to also do this. So, and then you want to stay in shape, and then you want to have friends, and then you know what I mean. So like, bro, it never ends. You gotta really like. So basically, at this point, like I've really been like cutting everything off. Like if you're not attributing to this, or you know my success and whatever, like it's hard to even get in contact with me at this point. Like I've been really like just focused as much as I can on like what I'm doing. And so because right now it's like I know especially in this economy, like it's hard to even make a bunch of money, you know what I mean? And then how much is even a bunch of money nowadays? You know what I mean? Even $100K a year, like that's almost, I think what was like the like due to inflation, it's almost like 50 grand a year now. You know what I mean? Like 100 grand used to be 100 grand, and now it's like 50 grand a year. You're just now barely able to like live comfortably how you used to whenever people were able to make like 50 grand a year. And so if you like me, I want to be able to like retire my mom. That's like a new trend that I'm doing on like TikTok and shit. Every day I'll go live. Like I'll make like a thing right before I go live. I'll be like, you know, day 5. We're on day 5 right now. This is actually day 5. I'm trying to retire my mom off streaming. So I'll do like a quick intro, like day 5, I'm trying to retire my mom off streaming, and then I'll cut to like today we're sitting at this many followers, and then I'll go like after I'm about to go live. After I go live, I'm gonna show you how many people followed, how many people watched, and how much money we made. You know what I mean? And then so it gives like a little bit more of a storyline behind it. You know what I mean? And so I know I want to retire my mom. That would be like my dream goal. You know what I mean? And if I don't do, this is almost like the only way that I possibly could retire her. You know what I mean? Because in order to make an enormous amount of money, it's almost impossible working like a 40-hour work week. You know what I mean? At a regular company. So this would probably be like the only thing that I have. You know, and that's people you see content creators, and I'm honestly with this stuff, I'm not even trying to like what's your dream income out of doing this type of stuff?
Shit, just make sure all my people good, like make sure my family good, shit, make sure my girl good, shit, all the homies.
For sure, yeah, no, 100%. And I kind of feel the same way. I'm not even like you see how much money these streamers are making? They're like buying like $40 million like condos, you know what I mean? Like just on one thing. I'm like, dude, give me like $1 million. You know what I mean? Give me like a small percentage of that, and we're chilling. You know what I mean? And so like that's where the idea comes from. Like, okay, if I make it to the top, dope. But if I can even get close to that, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? Because at this point, that is the only way, or even like making music, or finding some opportunity in the creative space, especially in the U.S. I feel like the U.S. is the only place that you can really do this type of stuff. You know what I mean? Any other country, you know what I mean? You're like kind of fucked. You know what I mean? You're either whenever you're raised up as a kid, you're like donated into like slavery, or you're once you hit 18, you're drafted into an army. You know what I mean? So we're like the lucky few to come into be born here and be able to do this type of stuff. For optionally, you know. And so I feel like a lot of people don't really like. No, he's in another room doing that. But I feel like another that's like an opportunity that people don't really realize. Like, so if you have the opportunity to do it, you know, 100%. That's why honestly, that's why you see me with all these other creatives that like I basically try and connect with everybody here. You know, even outside of me doing like videos and shit, because whenever I was doing videos, that's whenever I was really connecting with a lot of people. And outside of that, I was still trying to connect with people because, you know, it wasn't even about the videos. It was really just enjoying being around people that like doing it. You know what I mean? Because there's like a different feel of being around people that are trying to do something more than, you know, just like the regular 9 to 5. You know, that's like a dream. It's almost like you're trying to do the impossible. You know, you want to be around people trying to do the impossible. Right now, we're trying to do the impossible right now. You know what I mean? But, you know, the percentage is small, but there's a chance.
Nah, yeah. Honestly, I don't really feel like it's like necessarily like impossible. Like I feel like there's a pretty good chance. Like it's just like you said. Like it's just a matter of how hard you work at it.
100%.
Cause like there's certain times, like especially with like this music shit, that like I know for a fact if I would have dove all in, like honestly probably like 2 years ago, that shit would have been like took off. Cause I've had moments where like shit took off. Like I've opened up for like famous dicks and shit like that. But then like I'll just kind of get caught up in life.
Dude.
And had I not done that and just kept like kept the music going throughout all of it, cause like I was still making good ass music, it just wasn't dropping.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, I feel the same way, 100%, because whenever I was making YouTube videos, they were low-key starting to pop off. Like, by the time I was hitting, like, my third, fourth video, I was already getting over 2K views on YouTube. And so, like, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, this shit's popping off, but that's where that anxiety shit started to pop in, that's where that life shit started to kick in. And so, I was recording fucking hella. I was recording everything. I was competing in competitions. I was going with Halftime and Ian Dior. I was with Identity Crisis opening up for Braxton Keith. You know, I was doing all this crazy shit. But it was also the anxiety of like being able to, and you know, whenever you want to do YouTube and stuff, it's almost like you have to consistently drop videos. And so my editing process, and then I'm working 2 jobs. All this shit was just fucking like hitting each other, fucking, you know. You can make up any excuse, but it just felt like I was gonna put it out there and it was gonna be for nothing. You know what I mean? But rather for this type of stuff, it's so much easier to make. That's why I'm like really running and gunning with this shit, because it's like I can stream this shit and then I can cut it, I can clip it, I can do it, shoot it across platforms, and people are gonna enjoy it for what it is. And yeah, that's how I felt too, because I was linking up with all these great creators. I was doing some great stuff. I had great ideas. I was making good content, but I couldn't put myself forward to following through, because I felt like at some point it was just gonna like fall off and I wasn't gonna be able to make content. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like I'll be feeling like that, and then it'd be like the shit I don't expect to do well does very well. Like this last video, I didn't expect it to do that well. It was just kind of
Was the one that you dropped?
Yeah.
Born to Die?
Yeah, that one did very well.
Dude, I watched that shit, dude. That shit looks good. You know what I mean? You gotta give yourself props for props. But I felt the same way whenever I was making my videos. Like I'd show other people, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking dope. But I just sat there fucking like, dude, that shit's mid.
But you gotta realize you also didn't watch that shit like 30 times.
Dude, 100%. Whenever you're going back, like I said, like the 1 minute that I'm editing took an hour. You know what I mean? You don't think that you're gonna get past, you're gonna see the flaws in that one, you know?
It's just like, and I gotta remember like with that song, like I've had that song for at least like a month, maybe like almost 2.
Yeah.
And I've heard that song so much to the point where like I liked it when it first came out, and after I was like,
yeah. You think you can do better?
And then all my homies were like, nah, do that song.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then everybody was like, hey, like this one.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking dope. Where we at right now? I wonder how long have we been here now? Let me see. Where we at? Trying to see what our time limit is on. Because Cause I only want to do like, I don't want to take too much of your time. It's supposed to be like maybe like 45 minutes to an hour. But what else do you have on stream, or what else do you want to say on stream? Like, or any topics you want to talk about, anything about yourself?
Yeah.
You got the cameras. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna post this on. I'm gonna post the full thing on YouTube. So whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Like if you want people to reach out to you, whatever your inquiries are, whatever your word is to the world, to what you want them to know about you.
I guess the message of the day is we just gotta all realize as human beings that everybody as a whole is existing like simultaneously. I feel like even myself, like this is one thing I've been thinking about a lot. Like I was just smoking a blunt earlier, thinking about this shit, and I was like, well, like now, like everybody, life is happening to everybody at the same time. So like we just gotta all not be so hard on ourselves and like each other at the same time. Like once we start giving each other grace and giving ourselves that same grace, life will get a lot easier, and all the things we want will come a lot easier.
Amen.
That's one thing I've been learning. Like
100%. I feel like especially nowadays, it's like every time you open your phone, there's like something negative on the phone.
Yeah, like it's so easy not to be grateful.
Yeah.
Like to be ungrateful for shit, but like it's a lot of shit that like not to be like I don't know, even like just going to work. I'll be walking to work and like or walking into work and like you see homeless people all the time. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, damn, I don't want to go to work, but then like it's niggas like that can't go to work.
Yeah, 100%. You feel that, especially whenever you're looking for a job, you know what I mean? You're out on cash, you know what I mean? And then you're like, holy shit, I need to get a job. You're over here looking for a job, you're out of cash, and then, people hate going to their job. You know what I mean? There's people that don't have a job, they're looking for a job, that would love to have your job, you know what I mean?
For real.
So that's another perspective I recently had too, because ever since I started school, I had to leave my, my steady job that I was at, in order for it to find one that matched, that I can work with my school, you know what I mean? And so in that time frame of looking for a job, I was feeling the pain of not having a job, you know what I mean? So it was almost like, dude, it just seems harder and harder to find a job. And that not only is going to pay you well, but that you're going to enjoy and not, feel like you're, just hate going to, dreading going to, you know what I mean? Sometimes those are just like the ones that will just knock you off your drive, you know what I mean? Because that's where you're going every day. That's where you're getting your energy from.
You spend most of your days
Huh?
That's where you spend most of your days.
Yeah, 100%. You spend more of your days with your coworkers than you do with your family. You know what I mean? Like that's true. You're over there 40 hours a week at least. If you're working full time, and your parents are doing the same thing. So if you guys have different schedules, y'all aren't gonna be at the same. Y'all aren't gonna be always together. I definitely see my coworkers way more than my family. So.
Yeah, that's what I be telling my coworkers. That's what I be telling them. Like, that's why they ask me if I want to hang out outside of work. I'm like, hell no.
Hell no. I'm trying to go see my fucking fam, bro. My fam, dude.
For real, I see y'all 5 days a week. Some of y'all, I see y'all all day. Y'all want to talk about, you want to go get a drink after work? No, not with you.
Well, alright, bro. I appreciate you coming on. SHYN4LONE, guys. You want to drop your tags or whatever? I mean, we showed your Instagram on there.
SHYN4LONE.
Amen.
Across all platforms.
Amen, bro. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah,
Cheers, bro. We're gonna make your